Welcome to social media. I am Shirney. I am sharing information with you guys now about what to do if your child is being kept back in charter school or public school. What are your options? So a lot of people have been calling me. It's getting towards the end of the school year and they are struggling. We are post-pandemic, and some people's children have even parents have contacted me because their child contracted COVID during the pandemic and their grades suffered because of that, and now they're at risk of being kept back due to test scores. Parents are like, I'm refusing test scores. I don't want my child to be tested. Do not test my child. What do you do? Okay, I have experienced it. I understand. I've gone through it several years ago where my child went through the same thing. Let me explain some things to you. If your child is attending a charter school, they have permission to put your child back, even if your child is passing all of their classes. So if your child has straight A's, all B's, and your child is like, you're like, bam, my child is passing, and then you get a letter saying your child is failing because of the fact that they've decided to keep them back because they refuse to take the end-exit exam, the whatever the tests are, the Georgia milestone, whatever state you're in, they refuse to take it. You send a letter and they still decide to keep your child back. They have every right. If they are a charter school, they have every authority to do it, and they will. Trust me, you can appeal. They're not going to change their mind in most cases. So that being said, you may feel devastated, like, oh my God, my child is being kept back. What do I do? I'm going to tell you exactly what your options are. You can withdraw the child, or next year you can decide to homeschool your child. Homeschooling is just when you send a letter to the state saying, I have agreed. They have a complete form that you need to fill out. You can Google it, homeschool form, and you will see that you can fill out a form saying, I've decided to homeschool my child, and I will now be facilitating their education at home. Once you make that decision, they will then decide to go ahead, and you will decide at the beginning of the year what grade you will put your child in. Regardless of what the report card says, you have all authority to say, no, I'm going to put my child in their correct grade. I'm going to move them up to the next grade. I'm not going to allow the charter school to keep them back. That is essentially your option. You do need to make sure that you're monitoring their test scores. I highly suggest Time for Learning. They're not paying me to suggest this, but I use them and I enjoy their curriculum, and it's affordable.